Do you ever replay your past mistakes in your head over and over again? That one decision you wish you hadn't made, the thing you said, or the opportunity you feel like you wasted. If you've been carrying that weight, this video is for you. Because real talk, you are not meant to live your entire life punishing yourself for your past. You're meant to learn from it, grow from it, and move forward lighter. Today, we're going to talk about how to forgive yourself step by step so you can finally stop holding onto the past and start to living with peace. Forgiveness isn't just something we extend to other people, it's something we owe ourselves. And yet, forgiving yourself often feels harder than forgiving anyone else. Let's break this down into practical, powerful steps you can start using today. You can't heal what you won't face. The first step in forgiving yourself is to acknowledge what happened without running from it. A lot of people try to bury their mistakes under busyness, distractions, or pretending they don't care. But deep down, the guilt and shame don't go away. Take a moment and write down the mistake. Name it. Be honest with yourself about what happened. Here's the important part. This is not about beating yourself up. It's about clarity. When you put it on paper, it's no longer this big shadow chasing you. It becomes something you can work with. One of the most damaging things we do is confuse our actions with identity. You are not your worst decision. You are not that one moment in time. You made a choice. Maybe it wasn't the best one in the moment, but that doesn't define your worth as a human being. Think about it this way. If a child makes a mistake while learning to walk, we don't label them as a failure. We cheer them on for trying, right? Well, the same applies to you. You are more than your past. So stop letting one chapter tell the whole story of your life. Every decision you made was based on who you were at the moment, your level of awareness, your emotional state, your circumstances, even your survival instincts. Maybe you chose from a place of fear. Maybe you were protecting yourself. Maybe you simply didn't know what you know now. But ask yourself this: what was I trying to protect, avoid, or gain at that time? This isn't about making excuses, it's about finding compassion. When you understand the why behind your actions, you stop seeing yourself as a villain and start seeing yourself as a human being who was doing the very best they could at that moment. This is the shift that will set you free. Mistakes are not proof that you're broken, they're proof that you're learning. Life is a classroom, and every mistake is a teacher. Think back to one of your biggest regrets. Now ask yourself, what did this teach me? How did it shape who I am today? What wisdom do I carry now because of it? For example, maybe a relationship you regret staying in taught you what boundaries are. I have a couple of those. Maybe a financial mistake taught you how to value money. Maybe missing a opportunity taught you to act faster the next time. When you start to see your past as education instead of condemnation, it stops being a weight and starts being wisdom. I hope I got that word correct. There's where that's where your growth happens. Here's a question. If your best friend came to you with the same mistake you've been punishing yourself for, what would you say to them? You probably reassure them, right? Tell them they're human and remind them they deserve another chance. So why not give yourself that same compassion? Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Try saying, I forgive you. You didn't know better then, but you do now. You don't have to carry this anymore. Self compassion is the bridge between guilt and freedom. Forgiveness is not a one time event, it's a choice you might have to make again and again. Because guilt does have a way of creeping back in, sometimes when you least expect it. And when it does, remind yourself, I've already chosen forgiveness. I've already released this. You don't need to reopen the wound every time it tries to bleed again. Healing means protecting your peace, not replenishing yourself. Sometimes it helps to take forgiveness from just an idea in your mind and make it something you feel in your body. Here's some simple rituals you can try. Write a letter to your past self about the mistake and then burn it or shred it. The act symbolizes release. Create a daily affirmation. I am worthy of forgiveness. I release the past and step into peace. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize yourself setting down a heavy bag you've been carrying. Now imagine walking away without it. These rituals send a signal to your mind and body, it's done and I'm free. Here's what I want you to remember. Your past doesn't get to hold you hostage. You are not the same person you were when you made that decision. You've grown, you've learned, and you have evolved. Forgiveness isn't about erasing the past, it's about using it as a stepping stone toward your future. So today, choose to forgive yourself, not because what you did was okay, but because you deserve to be free. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve to live without constantly looking over your shoulder at yesterday. If this video helped you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may also need this reminder. And in the comments, let me know what's one lesson you've learned from your past that now you're ready to embrace instead of regret. Till next time, love y'all.